If you have been doing all the work, yet somehow you still feel stuck in life, you may be missing this very one key that can unlock your full potential. Hello, my name is Mari and I took Marissa Peer's hypnotherapy course. And the number one thing that I learned on there is that our beliefs create our reality, whether you're aware of it or not. And I'm sure you've heard so many people say this, so let's get to the core of it. What is a belief fundamentally? So a belief, according to Abraham Hicks, also known as Esther Hicks, she says, a belief is simply a thought you keep repeating and you keep having. So I want you to think of your mind as an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg represents our conscious, critical, analytical mind. And the very deep part of the ocean that you can't see is our subconscious mind. And this is where our beliefs reside. So a lot of us have beliefs that we're not even aware of. So this is why so many people do hypnosis and hypnotherapy, is because they're trying to find a way to bypass that critical, analytical, conscious mind of theirs, and then they try to put in suggestions of something that their mind would otherwise not be able to intake. Our beliefs have an impact on our reality, and this is now proven science. If you look at the double slit experiment, Dr. Emoto's rice and water experiment also show this. If you want to dive even deeper into this topic and want to look at proof for yourself, I highly recommend reading Thought Forms, so you can look even deeper into the science of how our thoughts and our words create frequencies in this world that we cannot see. In the book Psycho-cybernetics, which I also talk about in another video, Dr. Maxwell wrote this: "It is no exaggeration to say that every human being is hypnotized to some extent, either by ideas he has uncritically accepted from others, or ideas he has repeated to himself or convinced himself are true." So if it is true that our thoughts and our beliefs are creating the world around us, you should really start asking yourself one very important question, one fundamental question that I think is going to allow you to rewrite your whole story. And that is, what are my beliefs about myself? What beliefs am I not seeing consciously that I believe deeply inside about myself that I have convinced myself are true? And the reason for this is because in Dr. Maxwell's book, he specifies how our subconscious mind has a blueprint, whether we are aware of it or not, whether we are creating it on purpose or just by default. There is a blueprint that we have of ourselves in our mind, and we are guiding ourselves. We are telling ourselves, this is how I see myself. Now I need you to guide me. Now I need you to guide me and lead me to this version of myself. This is why many people fail. This is why you can feel stuck sometimes in life, simply because you are holding limiting beliefs. The faster you let go of those beliefs, the faster you can truly live a life that you are proud of, a life that you are happy with, a life that genuinely brings you joy. And I want to talk about one very important topic on that book, is that he explains how we are either guiding ourselves towards failure or towards success. So these are important questions that you really need to acknowledge and dig deeper and explore on. Be curious about it. Ask yourself questions and try to catch thoughts, repeating thoughts that you'll have about yourself throughout the day. Like, what's that quote where he says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are correct. It's true. If you think that you're not going to be able to do something, your subconscious mind is going to guide you towards not being able to do that. But if you believe that you can do it, your subconscious mind is going to be a success mechanism, and it's going to help you get there. Marissa Peer has 7 rules of the mind, which is her way of showing a manual of how to guide you to use your mind in a way that it's going to work for you, not against you. So her number 1 rule of the mind is, first you make your beliefs, and then your beliefs turn around and make you. And she emphasizes that these negative beliefs can significantly impact our lives because our minds are always seeking validation and proof that the beliefs that we hold are true. It's seeking evidence. That's crazy. So imagine if you have a belief that you are a victim And I think that this is one of the most dangerous beliefs that you can hold as a person, is having that victim mentality. Because if you have a belief that you're a victim, guess what? Your mind is going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm a victim. And like, that's terrible, because you're going to find yourself in even more situations where you really are a victim. And you don't want to create that for yourself, right? Or even having negative thoughts of like, I'm not worthy or nothing ever goes my way. You are literally putting out that energy out there, so it might come back to you. Neuroplasticity is good news to us, because that means that with repetition, we can surely change our beliefs, our thoughts, our habits. If at the core of it, our beliefs are nothing more than thoughts that we keep having and keep reaffirming, then that means that we can change those thoughts. We can change them through repetition, and gradually we will come to accept our new truths as our beliefs. Because through repetition, you are rewiring your brain. You are reprogramming yourself for something that's going to help you instead of something that's going to hinder you. So the key is this: explore, catch your thoughts throughout the day, any thoughts that you are having about yourself, especially negative thoughts, and write them down. Whenever you catch those thoughts, you're able to analyze them and be like, okay, is this a limiting belief that I would like to change? Or is this a belief that is serving me now and should keep? And once you catch these negative beliefs, it will get easier to catch on to other limiting beliefs, negative thoughts that you are having. And it makes it easier to rewrite them and turn them into their polar opposites. Turn them into empowering beliefs. And you repeat and rewire, repeat and rewire. I know it is not going to be easy to go from 0 to 100 right away, but if you give yourself more grace and you are able to work on it and get better 2%, slowly and surely, eventually, that thought that you are trying to rewire has no other way to go except into your subconscious mind, and you are going to believe it, and you are going to start reaffirming it, and you're going to start seeing proof of that in your life. Thank you guys for staying until the end. If you enjoy content like this, please let me know. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I am going to share more videos like this, more information that I've learned about doing hypnotherapy and taking Marissa Peer's course on hypnotherapy, and just how I've been able to apply it myself in my everyday life. And be sure to comment below if you have any other topics that you would like for me to dive deep into or explore. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.